In Miami and South Florida as well. Vice President Mike Pence coming to South Florida today to talk about resolving the power struggle in Venezuela.
Local 10's Glenna Milberg was right there, and she's joining us live with more on this vice presidential visit. Glenna.
Lori, Calvin, the vice president came to listen, and he came to rally, and he came to really make a case for the Trump administration's very aggressive stance and moves toward Venezuela in a city and to an audience with a very personal stake in it.
Passion and geopolitics erupted at the center of South Florida's Venezuelan exile.
The struggle in Venezuela is between dictatorship and democracy, and freedom has the momentum.
Vice President Mike Pence's visit today started at this roundtable, hearing gut-wrenching accounts from people arrested and tortured for their politics, families starving in shortages.
To all of these courageous men and women, to all of you who have fled Venezuela, we're with you. And I promise we will stay with you until you can safely return home to a free Venezuela.
The Trump administration is leading now 20-plus countries in bolstering opposition leader Juan Guaido as the rightful president, pressuring Nicolas Maduro to step down or else. Sanctions on his supporters and Venezuela's oil interests in the U.S., aggressive moves steered largely by South Florida's lawmakers.
And the only thing to negotiate is the date on the free and fair election for the people of Venezuela.
One simple thing: the absolute total freedom of the Venezuelan people.
Venezuela is a failed state, and failed states know no boundaries, have no borders.
The vice president saying all options are on the table, although he did not elaborate to this audience what all options might mean coming up. Aside from the political and the social and the diplomatic efforts at hand, there is a huge humanitarian effort underway right now, led by the U.S. and a coalition of nations, hundreds of millions of dollars of humanitarian aid to the Venezuelan people right now in crisis. I'm Glenna Milberg, live in Doral today. Local 10 News.
A crisis that goes beyond the borders of Venezuela. Glenna, thanks a lot. Local 10's Cody Weddle is the only South Florida reporter in Caracas. He'll be back with more exclusive live reports next week, only here on Local 10 News.